Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm not wearing any makeup today because today I'm going to show you how to choose the right foundation shade when you are ordering foundation online or at a drugstore. Now for many of you, you already know what your foundation shade is and what brand that you like, and then you just go online and you can order it. But for those of you who are new to makeup and foundation, or you've been wearing the same foundation for many years, but now you notice that foundation just doesn't look right on you anymore and you need a different shade, or depending on the season. I actually own 3 different shades of foundation because in the wintertime I'm lighter, and in the summertime and fall I tend to be a little bit darker, and depending on whether or not you're out in the sun or if you do a faux tan, either way, you're going to need more than one shade of foundation. So when you're ordering a foundation online, you can look at swatches. If you want to go to Google, you can Google different foundation, shades, and they'll show you some swatches as well. And also on the websites, if you go to the website for the brand of foundation that you're interested in, a lot of times they will also give you swatches and they will give you a description of the shade that you're buying. For example, you need to know 3 things. You need to know your skin tone, first of all. And skin tones come in 5 different categories. You can either be fair, light, medium, tan, or deep or dark is the darkest. And once you figure out which skin tone you have, then you need to know your skin undertone. Now the skin undertone is the color that's going to be under the surface of your skin, and that can come in 7 different colors. You have the first being silver, or what they call blue or bluish. The second is pink, or sometimes referred to as rosy. The third is peach. The 4th is neutral, which is a balanced mix of pink and yellow. The 5th being yellow, the 6th is olive, and the 7th is red. Now once you figure out your undertone, then you'll know which shade of foundation to purchase. Now your skin undertone comes into 3 different classifications. Cool consists of the colors pink, red, and the silver or bluish. Your warm, if you're warm undertone, you have a yellow, peachy, or a golden undertone. And if you're neutral, it's a mix of warm and cool. So you need to know those 3 things, and that makes it so much easier for ordering your shade online. Now sometimes even knowing those 3 things, you still may end up purchasing the wrong shade. Some cosmetic brands only come in a limited range of foundations, and people come in so many different shades. Today I'm going to be showing you 3 MAC foundation shades, and this MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15, which I absolutely love. It's great for bridal makeup, and there's SPF 15 in here, which is great for if you're having a wedding outdoors, or if you're just in general going to be outdoors. So I will be trying on 3 of those to determine which one closest match my skin, and show you how to determine which shade is best for you if you're able to try them on. But once again, if you're just ordering online or drugstore, then I would say I would pick at least 2 of the closest shades that match what determine your skin tone and your skin undertone is, and your skin classification, whether you're warm, cool, or neutral. And neutral is a mix of warm and cool, which is nice because you have a wider range of colors that you're able to wear and get away with that look good on you. Now to determine your skin undertone classification, there are several tests that you can perform to see whether or not you're cool, warm, or neutral. One of them being the vein test, which is the one I use most often. And what you do, you look at the veins on the inside of your wrist, and if they have more of a bluish, deep bluish tone, then you know you are a cool tone. And if they have more of a green tone to them, green color to the veins, then you're a warm undertone. And if you're not sure and you're torn between whether they're green or blue, or say some down here look more green or some up here look more blue, then you're a neutral. So that's a good test. Like I said, I use that one often. Another one is that I also use is the jewelry test. This has to do with gold and silver jewelry. Which one looks best on you? Is it gold or is it silver? If gold looks better on you, then you are a warm undertone. If silver looks better on you, then you're a cool undertone. So that's another way you can determine whether or not you are cool or warm. And again, if either one looks good on you, then you're neutral. So once you determine your undertone classification, and which is going to help as well as picking out foundation, as well as any shade, eyeshadows, blush, lipsticks, you need to know your undertone classification. So, alright, once you figure out that information, then you want to go online. Like I said, you want to order. I would order anywhere from 2 to 3 shades if possible. And if you go to, I know a lot of the websites, even on MAC, which is where I ordered my MAC foundations, if you go on MAC, they will tell you exactly what the shade is. Like today I'm going to be doing, this one is the NW10, and the NW10 is a very fair beige with rosy undertone for fair skin. And I'm also going to be trying on the NW13, which is a fair beige with neutral undertone for light skin, because sometimes I'm in between cool and neutral. And the other shade is an NC17, which is a light beige with neutral undertone for light skin. So again, I bought these 3. They were all 3 close to what my skin tone is and my skin undertone. My skin tone is fair to light, and my undertone is it's a cool undertone, is and pink, and sometimes neutral. So I will be trying these 3 on, and we're going to see which one comes close to my skin tone. Now remember, when you're trying on foundation, you want the foundation to look like skin. You don't want to look like you have on makeup. You don't want to look like you're trying to be a different color than what you really are. You want to stay true to your color, and again, you want it all to look as natural as possible. So the first shade here is the NW10, and you're going to do this color striping test. Okay, this is where you start at the jawline, and you're going to match, you want the foundation to match your neck. Okay, you want it to match your neck and chest. Sometimes your chest may have a different color, depending on if you're out in the sun a lot. Like if I'm out in the sun, my chest will actually get a little red, so it's kind of hard to determine. But you definitely want this to match up to your neck. Okay, so your face, a lot of times when you're out tanning, you've got more sunscreen on your face. Most people actually have a lighter skin color on their face than they do on their neck and chest. So again, your foundation, it needs to be all uniform, one color. So the best way to match your foundation is to match it to your neck. So we're going to swipe this one. This is the NW10. Starting down here at the jawline, and you want to swipe until you go into your neck. Okay, can you see that? Alright, that's the first one. The second one is the NW13. Okay, the NW13, same thing, starting at the jawline and dragging it down to your neck. Alright. And then the third one is the NC17. And again, starting at the jawline and dragging it down the neck. Okay, now, as you can see, these two are pretty close. The NW10 and the NW13. The NC17 looks too yellow for me. You can also take and blend it out and see which one blends into your neck better and looks more, again, the same color as your neck and looks like skin. So, again, like I said, I think the NC17 is too yellow for me. The NW13, again, that blends out a little bit better. But still may not be exact. So, the NW10, yeah, which blends in a little bit nicer. So, and that one, as you can see, actually blends in and looks like my skin color. Because I do have a pink undertone. Okay, so I think the NW10 is my exact shade. And again, if neither one matches up, you can always mix them to get the perfect shade. And actually, I also, which is a great thing to have, some of the brands actually come with color adjuster drops, liquid drops. I know Cover FX has those. Physicians Formula is another one. Here's the Physicians Formula shade adjuster. Again, this comes in a light and a dark, and you can always add a drop or two to your foundation as well to get that exact match as well. I know how frustrating it is to, especially if you're buying an expensive brand and you buy it online and there's no way to return it and you buy the wrong shade. Trust me, any foundation you buy online, you will be able to make it into the correct shade, okay? If you use these shade adjusters. Also, if you want to learn about color theory, we use basic color theory in makeup, and shows you different shades to mix to get the perfect foundation shade. And that, again, don't ever get frustrated when you buy a foundation online and it's not the exact shade, because you can make it the exact shade. So thanks you guys for joining me, and I'd like to hear about how you were able to find your perfect foundation shade. So please comment below, let me know what you think, and thanks you guys for joining me as always. And remember, be happy, be gorgeous, be you. Till next time, bye bye.